Are you looking for ways that you can lose weight without going on a strict diet? I'm going to show you simple, study-proven techniques that you can do right now to make that happen. Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Erik Richardson, a board-certified family practice physician. I'd like to welcome you to Family Med, a channel that focuses on giving you practical and accurate medical information to help you and your family. If you think that this will be something that is helpful to you, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that notification button, and follow along with us. Well, welcome to our latest installment of I Have a Question. In this series, we tackle common questions that you have about day-to-day medical issues that you may be facing. Today, we're going to show you some simple yet effective ways that can help you start losing weight today. These are techniques that do not require you to go empty your pantry or make you read a boring diet book. And best of all, they're things that you can start doing right now and will help you in your weight loss journey. Okay, so now that I'm done with my clickbait with you, I do need to give you a bit of a disclaimer. These techniques that I'm going to go over will not replace making needed changes to your diet to have the most success. You can't be drinking 2 big gulps of a sugary drink and a bag of potato chips a day and expect to have a dramatic success. I have another video that walks you through the most important things that you need to be working on with your food choices that will help you the most with weight loss. You can get to it right here. But in this video, we're going to be going through some of the psychology of eating and some simple things that we can do to trick ourselves into eating less and help kickstart your weight loss. The first and one of the easiest things to do is simply use a smaller plate. This is a simple technique that restaurants take advantage of all the time. Have you ever noticed at your local all-you-can-eat buffet, they don't have the large Mexican restaurant combination plate-sized plates to dish up on? They put out small plates, and they do it for a reason. The smaller plate you have, the less food you're going to eat. You see, when we're hungry, our brain, our eyes, and our stomach all work together to guess how much food is going to be required to fill the massive hole that you're feeling inside of you. The problem is they're not a very good judge of what you really need. And the problem is that our stomach is always a little slower in telling our body when we're done. One of the reasons a small plate works is that by the time we're done eating that first plate, our stomach has finally started catching up and will start to let us know that we're full. And even if we're not quite full and we go back for seconds, we're less likely to dish up as much. And for the majority of people, we'll end up eating less. So it's a lot easier to watch our portion sizes when we eat off a plate that is smaller. The second thing that I'm going to recommend is that you write down what you eat. Just a simple act of writing down and keeping track of what you're putting in your mouth will lead you to eating less. One of our biggest issues that gets us in trouble is something we call mindless eating. This is when we eat that day-old donut that's been sitting out on the counter. If we think about more we're going to eat, we're less likely to eat it. Now, by getting into the habit of writing down what you're eating, you're more likely to eat less and make better diet choices. Making yourself accountable to yourself can be a powerful tool in weight loss. The next tip is drink 1 to 2 glasses of water within 30 minutes of eating your 3 main meals. This is a super simple technique that can be quite powerful. In one study several years ago in England, they looked at 84 obese adults and had half the group drink 16 ounces of water before meals, and the other half didn't. All the other diet interventions were the same. After 12 weeks, those who drank water before meals lost an average of almost 10 pounds, as opposed to 2 pounds of the control group. Now, admittedly, this was a small study, but the results are still very interesting. And the best part about it is that it takes hardly any effort at all. The mere fact of expanding your stomach with water before eating helps cut down on the hunger feelings temporarily and makes it less likely that you're going to overeat. My fourth suggestion is to put those types of foods in your house that you know you shouldn't be eating in an inconvenient and out-of-the-way place. This goes directly to the psychology of what attracts us to food as well as to some of our inherent laziness. If you buy some treats that you know you shouldn't be eating a lot of, then put them somewhere where you can't get to them easily. Keep it out of sight. I was at a lecture a couple months ago and the presenter was discussing a study that they did where they gave candy dishes full of Hershey Kisses. They put it on the test subject's desk at work and were told to help themselves. They put it on the top of the desk, then they put it in the desk, and then they put it 7 to 8 feet away from the desk. As you would expect, when the dish was visible and easy to get, more candy was eaten. When it was easy to get to but not seen, they ate less. And then when they weren't seen at all and were harder to get to, they ate even less. It's kind of a silly study, but it shows an important point about the psychology of us eating. By doing something as simple as putting treats or high-calorie items in higher to get or less visible places, we will eat less of it. Now my last suggestion is simply, whatever you're going to order food outside of the home, just order a small. Those who eat out of smaller containers, much like we talked about with a plate at dinner, will eat less. This applies to fast food meals and even to popcorn at the movie theater. A while back, a study was done with college students at the movies. They were given different sized popcorn containers. One group got large buckets and the other extra large buckets. And who do you think ate more? Well, you guessed it. Those who had the extra large buckets ate 45 to 50% more popcorn. Interestingly enough, they put a different twist on the study. They then took another group and did the same thing, only this time they served them 10-day-old stale popcorn. And guess what? Although they did eat less popcorn overall in both groups, the group with the extra large buckets still ate 45% more popcorn than those with the large. It just goes to prove that we will pretty much eat anything in front of us. Understanding this and just ordering something that is smaller will go far in helping us to keep our calorie intake down. So there you go, 5 simple suggestions. Just by buying smaller plates, bowls, and cups at home, writing down what you're eating, drinking water before meals, put treats in harder to reach places, as well as ordering smaller sizes when you're out, you can get started on the first steps to avoid overeating and losing weight without having to start a diet. Now, of course, I'm always going to recommend that we still make good lasting changes to our diets, but this is a good direction to get started for yourself if you're just struggling to feel motivated, or for your loved ones if they're feeling the same way. These are some simple ideas, and certainly there are others. I'd like to hear from you. What tips or tricks do you have that has helped you eat better or lose weight? We'd all love to hear about them in the comments below. And if you found this to be helpful, please take the time to give this video a like and share it with your friends. It really helps our channel to grow and reach other people that may need this in their life. And if you haven't done so yet, don't leave without subscribing and hitting that notification button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. Well, until next time, this is Family Med with Dr. Richardson. And remember, take care of your body because it's the only one you have.